Hello YouTubers, today I'll be making a quick overview of the Compaq Presario CQ56 laptop, which currently sells in Australia for under $500, and this one here in particular is the CQ56 103TU, which I've picked up from Officeworks for $487. Very good price, and you get a full-size laptop for the price of a netbook. Now, just a quick rundown on the features. First of all, it has the Intel Celeron T3500 processor, which is a dual core, and it runs at 2.1 gigahertz, and it also has 2 gigs of RAM and a 320 gig hard drive. The Celeron processor, even though a lot of people are put off, I would say is comparable to a Core 2 Duo that was designed back in 2007 to 2008, so it is quite fast and responsive. Now let's have a look around the laptop. Up on the top there we have our 2 megapixel camera and a microphone, which is the webcam is quite clear. Having a conversation on Skype, the images look crystal clear. Moving down, we have our 15.6 inch LED screen, which is nice and bright, pretty contrasty, but also reflective. As we move down as well, now we have our base of the laptop, which is identical to the CQ62 model, which retails for around excuse me, the $700 mark, and it has the Compaq trademark design, which is somehow like little triangles or little diamond shapes, but it does look quite modern. Up the top there we have our power button, and further down the bottom we have our speaker grill. Now the speakers are not very loud, but once you get into the sound properties and adjust the equalizer up to about 10 on all the levels, they get very loud. They are Altec Lansing speakers. The keyboard in itself is pretty standard. It is a full-size keyboard, but it does not feature the numeric keypad that you normally find on some other laptops, but it makes up for that in other innovative ways, such as the single press shortcut keys, and also some shortcut keys on the left hand side as well. Now what I mean by the single press shortcut keys is that for instance, if you were to put the volume down or up, you are not required to press the function key for them to operate. So if you're, for instance, putting the volume up, as you can see on the screen there, I'm just pressing the FN key, the F key, without actually pressing the function key. You can also adjust some media controls there, and brightness, external VGA, and your wireless. On the left hand side of the shortcuts we have our quick access to mail, quick access to your media, quick access to the web, quick print, and calculator. All the features that anybody would use on a regular basis. The touchpad in itself is probably one of the most comfortable touchpads that I've used. It is quite large, and it also, as you can see, sits flush with the laptop, so it is very, very comfortable to use. And you can also adjust the settings in the built-in Synaptic software as far as sensitivity and tapping goes. The large single button on the bottom of the touchpad isn't quite as nice to use, because when you're left clicking or right clicking, the buttons are a little bit hard to press in order to get the function happening, but maybe with time they soften up a little bit, so I'm not quite sure. But when it comes to the tapping in the middle for your left click, it actually does it with no hesitation. Now, the thickness of the overall base is about 2.3 to 2.4 centimeters, or just under an inch. So not too bad considering it's under $500. I have seen a lot thinner laptops such as the Toshiba C650. Now as far as ports go, we have the power port, a little LED light that tells you if it's orange, that means it's charging. If it's white, it means it's charged. A single USB port and your DVD and CD drive, which also features light scribe, surprisingly. And on the front there is no ports at all, although an SD card reader would have been nice, but then again, can't complain for under $500. On the left hand side we have our VGA port, exhaust outlet, Ethernet, 2 more USB ports totaling 3, and microphone and headphone external sockets, and also we have a little hard drive activity LED right there. Overall, this laptop for under $500 is a very good buy. It'll do more than just your daily tasks. The battery life on it was around 3.5 hours when I used it last night on the internet and watching some YouTube videos. It is a 6 cell battery, and it is also identical to the CQ62 model, which is a few $100s dearer than this one, except the difference between this and the CQ62 is the fact that on the lid it uses the matte type of plastic instead of the shiny plastic found on the higher up models. But the good thing about the matte is that it doesn't attract as many fingerprints as you find with the shiny plastic. That also goes on the lid itself, so it's not too bad. Anyway, there you go. I hope you found this video interesting to those who want to purchase this laptop, and I would not hesitate for $487. Thanks for watching.